Okay, so we're going to talk about stress and fibromyalgia. For those of you who are wondering if fibromyalgia is real or not, it is. I am Dr. Martin Rutherford. I am a chiropractor since 1979, 80, and I am also a certified functional medicine practitioner. This is Dr. Randall Gates.
I'm a board-certified chiropractic neurologist, as well as being a chiropractor.
And in combining our two disciplines of working with the nervous system as well as working with all of the body chemistry, we've developed a chronic pain practice in which we see a lot of fibromyalgia patients. They are real. For those of you who are wondering if it's in your head, it's kind of sort of in your head a little bit, part of it, and we're going to talk about that right now, but it's for real. There are specific entities that comprise a fibromyalgia patient in our office. If you want to know what they are, you can refer to one of our fibromyalgia presentation. It's also on powerhealthtalk.com. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about one of those specific entities, and that is stress.
Right. And
how stress is one of the major contributors to the patient who has fibromyalgia. And so I'm going to kind of defer over to Dr. Gates at the moment. This is a neurological issue that creates significant chemical imbalances in the body. And Dr. Gates is going to go through that and how that contributes to your pain.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So as you eloquently alluded to, basically fibromyalgia is real. There's no doubt about it. We've done a number of talks on it. Basically, any of your loved ones around you need to get on board and understand that it's real, because if they don't, it actually makes you hurt worse. We have a plethora of videos online, not only on powerhealthtalk.com, but also on YouTube relative to the nuances of fibromyalgia, small fiber neuropathy, and fibromyalgia. I'll explain it. On and on and on and on. But basically, what we now know about fibromyalgia is that there are a couple, 2 to 3 main things that cause it. Stress being one of them. The other one is immune issues or autoimmune issues, frequently to the thyroid, as well as this phenomenon of small fiber peripheral neuropathy. Peripheral neuropathy is where people get numbness and tingling and burning in their hands or feet, lots of times due to diabetes. However, now they're seeing upwards of half, if not more, of fibromyalgia patients have this process where their pain nerves start to die and degenerate. And that can be part of the process of causing them to feel so much pain. But anyways, going back to the stress mechanism, what we know with fibromyalgia patients is that a high percentage of them have been through traumatic experiences as a child. Traumatic may not be pronounced enough in terms of an adjective. Lots of times there's horrible physical, sexual, or emotional abuse that happens in childhood. Those emotional circumstances cause the stress part of the brain to wind up or to become stronger. And throughout that person's life, they'll send more and more stress signals down throughout their body to the stress glands in the body. The stress glands will make more adrenaline, for all you adrenaline junkies out there. But the fact is that when adrenaline is flowing throughout the body all the time, it can be a bad thing because it causes the nerves that sense pain to send more signals to the brain. So that is why stress is really bad for fibromyalgia patients. And as a result of that, then the brain eventually learns those pain signals, just like if you were playing Mozart all day, you'd probably get pretty good at some point at playing the piano and doing Mozart. Well, the brain gets good at learning the pain signals, and that's why Dr. Rutherford said the pain is in your brain, because to a certain extent, it does become in the brain at some point. So stress is a pivotal piece of fibromyalgia, and probably many of you searching for this term are basically out there saying, well, when I'm stressed out, my fibro is worse. And that's probably because when you're stressed out, you're sending more adrenaline into your system, causing more pain signals to go to your brain.
And more cortisol going on.
And more cortisol flooding through the body.
Your adrenal glands puts out another one called cortisol, flooding through your body, creating or contributing to, if you're a fibromyalgia patient, you'll relate to this, the short-term memory loss, the brain fog, one of the things that contributes to it. If you have lung problems, it can be contributing to that because it can damage the inside of your lung tissues. Big time damages your gut and back to the immune system and interferes with immune function. I mean, it's stress is killing you. I mean, it's slowly killing you.
Yes.
There's really no other way to put it. There's no better way to put it. It's a very accurate statement. It's causing your tissues to be damaged very gradually in a way that's really not definable. We just know stress, take Xanax. That's what we know.
Right. And stress hormones are not commonly tested for in clinical medical practice. And basically,
It's true.
we have some new ways of testing for stress hormones that are really, really cool. We just had an article in another talk we did. It was all about cortisol relative to testosterone levels. But the cool thing about one of these experiments is that they looked at how much cortisol was in a person's body every 10 minutes throughout the day.
Oh my goodness.
And they saw that was really the way to do it.
We test 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Like 6 o'clock in the morning, noon, 4 o'clock, and before you go to bed. They say midnight.
Right,
but
yeah.
before you go.
And the standard medical practice is maybe one time every 10 minutes, and they saw these really drastic improvements in their ability to discern what was going on with the stress response doing it that way. So, and if you're out there and you're a fibromyalgia patient and you're wondering, really, how does stress affect my body more than what we can allude to in these 10 minutes? Get the book, Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, by Robert Sapolsky. He's the world's foremost researcher on stress from Stanford University. And read it and own it, because stress is causing you to get worse. And as Dr. Rutherford said, basically it causes everything in your body to degenerate.
Yeah.
We're meant to be stressed out for 20 minutes. We're not meant to be stressed out for 20 years.
Right.
And so I would end on that note. If you have any other questions, go to powerhealthtalk.com. You can send us questions to our Facebook page, and you can also access our multitude of other videos on fibromyalgia through YouTube or through powerhealthtalk.com. Okay. Thanks for watching.